Hey guys, what is going on? It is Intelligent Psycho back in here with another album review, and this time I haven't done one of these in quite a while. Man, I've been wanting to get back into doing it, and this time we got James Blake. And for those of you who do not know who James Blake is, he is an English singer, songwriter, and musician and recording producer from London. And if you don't know, he has produced music for the likes of Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, Future, etc., etc., etc. And not just in the rap scene, he's also produced for other artists. Uh, Let me see if I can go into detail. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, you stupid. Anyways, he's also produced for artists such as Dave and Monica Martin, who are also primary credits on this album, as well as, if you can see right here, yeah. As you can see, yeah, he's got Don Maker, Jalea Jamil, and of course himself. He's got Dave, Don Maker, and himself, and also Jamila Jamil doing the A&R as well on here. So yeah, and this is also under Good Boy Records. This is, I believe, his first fully independent studio album released through Good Boy Records. And of course, it stays close to the emotional and electronic sound. Themes such as love, pressure, and vulnerability from his wave being produced trying times feels like a personal project and a step forward for Blake at the same time. And this is where what I also describe as basically he's pretty much talking about love, vulnerability, anxiety, and pressure throughout this album, especially from songs such as "Walkout Music" and "Death of Love." I really like "Walkout Music" because, like I said, Don Maker himself and Jaleel Jamil are all over this record, so you're gonna hear all that. I like the chorus in the intro where it says "You're good to anyone, 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 dead, dead, dead," and then of course I take care of all of it, all of it. If I'm on a cloud, I take it down just a notch if I could. I take it on, I take it all of it on, all of it on if I could. And pretty much he's going through so much cycles of just life and cycles of just walking out on things in life that really was affecting him and traumatizing him. I really like that, and how it came in. It really stepped into a shadow. He stepped into a shadow of his own, and I could tell from the cover he really was just in an absolute mentality in a zone when making this album. So, and when making this record as well. And this is a really good intro to set up into the album. Like I said, Death of Love, and it goes into right into Death of Love, track number 2. And I like in this first verse, he says, "I don't know how we got here. I think we might be sleeping. I think we might be walking to the death of love. It seemed it never seems so hard to say what you really mean when you everything you have seen is from above. From above is the death of love." I also really like the line in here. He says, "I don't know how we got here. Everything feels different. People are losing interest in the best of love." Very simple, very short, straightforward, and basically just talking about just how love can be so love can be not be about the imaginative and very more intuitive things. It can also be a thing where it can be very toxic. It can very much be love can be caught into a cycle of emotions and mood swings, and roll arounds, run arounds, and everything. So I like the fact he was going through that cycle and really was talking some real talk on there, uh, and going through real cycles of just stress and distress. And also, he's also talking about how hard it can get when you also become emotionally distant. In this one line here, it seems so hard to say what you really mean. I think that's pretty much how he pretty much feels distant in this game, in this love game, in this game of just really feel like you really love and intuitive and really feel like you're committed to this one girl, but this woman is really woman that you feel like is in your love life, that you want to be in your love life, but it doesn't really feel like the way that it goes out. The best song on here, from my opinion, is track number 5, "Make Something Up." I like this song really because I like the lines in here because it really just talks about you making things up at any given cost. You make it, yeah, you got to make something up, even if you're trying so hard to really feel like you want to fall in love, but you got to make something up to really bypass the time. I really feel like that's a what I gathered from the record. It was really, really impressive. But he says, "We don't care as long as we're not going first. We never rehearse for that. When we obsess, lying in our bed, but about things what we should have said. What's the word of that? When one care says everything. What's the word of that?" And then I also like in the lines where he said, "Well, there's no plan when the sick becomes the nurse. We rehearse for that there's no man who will love you the way I can. The universe knows that." Man, what a really fantastic way of delivering those lines in such an etiquette way, and it really just puts together so effortlessly. And James is really just trying to gather all of the thoughts and all of his emotions, um, and really putting it all out there in the forefront of how his personal feelings, and being really intuitive, and really being not self-absorbent and self-indulgent, but really uh, uh, humbly building his own endeavors, personal endeavors. I also like the song afterwards. Didn't come to argue, with him and Monica Martin, like a duet, like it's pretty much a duet record, where he comes in here, came here, where he says in the first line, "Came here for love, left with uncertainty. Say what you will, breaking the seal. It doesn't matter. I'm out of here anyway. Honest child, honest man. I do the best I can. First I couldn't throw, now I can. I'm out here. I'm out of here anyway. Anyone left, I'll take your hand beyond our merry way. Anyone left who's got no plan, we're gonna be relegated at the same day." And then it's in the second verse goes in like this, where he says, "I don't have no ambitions. I don't care what's ahead. How so far I climb. Now I'm stuck in the middle of time, like a butterfly behind glass, and I flew that was in the past." Yeah, really, really dope, dope. Really, really good song. A really, really dope way of really doing more refrain with him and Monica Martin, comparing as a duet to really talking about, just, argumentative, on certain things, and argumentative on like what love really is truly like, and what love could really feel like, and what could be in that space and in that circle, man. And he's, like I said, coming off very much the pressure of just being committed in one or multiple relationships, and sometimes it may not be all that it's cracked up to be. So that's what he's kind of just going into, omitting a lot of his vulnerability in his records. The last couple songs I want to highlight that I thought was really good was "Days Go By," track 7, where it pretty much goes, um, "It's the enemy, the endless wheel. It got the best of me. It's the way it feels. If the money comes, it never comes through. You don't want me to, but I'll be there for you. You don't get my hopes up. You don't get my hopes up, and I could never recover. You know I never recover because I love you." Then it goes in this next chorus, "I can't keep blaming the city. I can't keep saying I'm busy. Days go by, the days go by, and nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. I can't keep blaming the city. Days go by, and it's not wasted time when you're the one. And days go by, it's not wasted time." And then the last song that I want to highlight is a song called "Rest of Your Life." And in this verse, pretty much it's just very simple. "I wanna know where you're gonna spend it, where you're gonna end it. I wanna know, I wanna know." spend it all with me, all of your life. And pretty much he's just saying like asking his one lover, one of his, soon to be love at the time was a lover or soon to be lover. He's asking her, "Do you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Do you want to end it all with me? Do you want to spend that time with me? At this point, do you really want to be in that sort of committed relationship? Things could go dip sideways and turn sideways can turn dry in a minute. Do you want to stay committed to this relationship with me? Do you want to go on it? Do you want to ride off into the sunset? Do you want to be on that moonlight, be in that moonlight and everything? So that's what he's trying to explain to this girl, and you know, it's just pretty much an open-ended question and an open-ended honest segment. So I really like the way he, lays it out and really puts it out there. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight those songs that I really like. Those are my favorite ones. Uh, oh, last song I will say the last song goes like this, just a little higher. That's the last song I'll highlight, and then I'll be in there. So the next, this song right here, I like the line "Something is wrong in the city city I was born. Something's wrong in the countryside. Everything's getting in different information. So how we can get on the same side? People hiding ties to the cities where they were born in. Oh, they only left because they set in the fire. Who am I to tell you what to believe in? Just to be sure to only believe your eyes. Believe your eyes. Believe your eyes. So yeah, very much overall feel good, but at the same time more I want to reach and I want to go to so many layers and depths, higher depths, just to try to, reach you and really connect with you, just emotionally, vulnerably, pressure, but at the same time on a spiritual level. So I thought that was pretty cool the way how he ended it off. So yeah, really strong album from James Blake. In my opinion, this is definitely one of his best projects he's done in quite some time. Assuring You, I think that came out in 2019. That was really good. He's got some really good stuff over the years. Um, Playing with the robots, I believe that came out a few years ago in 2023. Thought that was nice, but this one definitely is up there with some of his best work to date, man. He really is really putting together some effort. He really is putting in some really good intelligent writing, really good introspectiveness on relationships and committed to just love and how love cannot really be all that it's cracked up to be with just the things that you see on the surface level and you look at it and experience it on face value. May not be always what you would think it's cracked up to be. So yeah, a dope album, man. Really really good strong album. Like I said, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints. Don't really have a whole lot of songs that I would say, and I really don't have a whole lot of songs I dislike at all, honestly. So I would get this pretty much an album a perfect 4 stars out of 4. I give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. In my opinion, that's recommendation. So yeah, those are my thoughts on James Blake's Trying Times. Tell me what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.